although our home is not huge, it is about 105 years old or so. And when we moved in June of 2019, right at the top of our list was to try and make the home more efficient. So we had insulation blown in, and we had all the windows replaced. And as part of that, we had looked into upgrading our heating system from a heating oil furnace to a natural gas furnace because it's more efficient and quieter, and et cetera. And as you know, or may know, Con Edison has a moratorium on new natural gas hookups for large appliances in our area, but they do offer incentives for geothermal, which is something that I had sort of heard a couple things about, but I wasn't that familiar with. But we looked into it and ended up contracting with a company called Dandelion, which is a Google spin out, weirdly enough.
We also don't have air conditioning in this house.
Right.
That was the other. So a combination of no air conditioning plus oil heat also made us kind of prime candidates
Yes.
for geothermal.
Because we got a quote for getting air conditioning put in, and it was something like $10,000 or $12,000 to get it all done for the house. And then so that was a little rich, and so we decided to hold off on that and look into geothermal, which provides both heating and cooling in one unit. And the sticker price is higher, but when you think of the fact that we were going to invest in whole house air conditioning in the first place, it actually made it much more reasonable upfront cost. And actually, we're saving. I calculated it the other day. I think we're saving on average about $300 a month in heating and cooling costs over what we were paying for window air conditioning and oil heat last year. Which is a pretty incredible savings. And we also, are burning no fossil fuels in the home for heating and cooling. And it's quiet, and there are a lot of actually ancillary benefits to the geothermal heat. It's a little bit of a hurdle to get over in terms of the installation, because they come and they drill 400-foot deep wells in your backyard. And
which is great if you have small children, because then you have a giant mud dirt pit for weeks
for a couple of weeks
before you get sod laid down. So it's it is wonderful in that regard.
Yes. So yeah, it is a bit of a hurdle to get over the initial cost, although they do have financing if that's something that people are interested in. They offer pretty competitive financing, but also you kind of need to make sure that you're okay with your backyard getting torn up, or your side yard or driveway or whatever, where they put the wells. But set off from start to finish, it took us a little bit longer because of a combination of the pandemic, and also just our schedules didn't quite line up. But I think we were talking about it. We basically got it drilled in the beginning of 2020, and we were functional on air conditioning, because that's when it what was required at the time, in April, so mid-April or so. It could have gone significantly faster than that, but there was a combination of, they were kind of light on units, and also like I said, the pandemic put a little bit of a wrench in things.
Right. And also we have a small backyard, and apparently we have, I think at the time, was the smallest backyard that they had drilled in. So we also had to wait for a smaller.
Yeah, they have a specialized drilling rig that is unique to this one company, and was able to navigate our narrow and steep driveway and get in our backyard and do their whole drilling and things. So,
but overall, we love it. It's very comfortable temperature wise. We have 3 floors, and we made it. Our first summer was very comfortable. Our first winter was also very comfortable. And yeah, so far we're really enjoying it.
Yeah, I mean, we really can't say enough good things about it, actually. It's really excellent, and it's a very good option for anyone who was in our situation, which is where you have forced air heating, and so the ductwork is already in place, and no air conditioning, because you basically kill 2 birds with 1 stone, because you get air conditioning and then you get a much more efficient heating plant as well. We use I was actually shocked at how little energy the air conditioning uses. The heat is a little bit more energy intensive, but the air conditioning is a few light bulbs basically. It's very surprising, but it's extremely efficient and great. So, we're happy to talk more, or take questions or whatever, but that our experience has been extremely positive. Customer service has been really good. They've come and upgraded the software, et cetera, as things get, more advanced. So all in all, great experience, and would highly recommend it.